Now, as we discussed about the moments which happened in Nepal, the protest, the fight back for the restoration of democracy, in the same way, we also discussed about the Bolivian water war issue. Now, when we observe these two incidents very carefully, we come to get the idea of mobilization of people. So, who really or actually mobilized the people for both the movements? Yes, both are different cases, but in actual consideration, let us find out in detail like how is the mobilization happening the process and how would be influenced by the political parties or not. So now mobilization and organization. So the mobilization and organization stands here means somebody has organized to mobilize the people to make the issue in a larger scale. So when I talk like mobilizing the issue towards a larger scale means the incident of restoration of democracy got the attention of lakhs of people. So how did the lakhs of people turn up? Who took the leadership of this one? Who motivated the people? Who brought the awareness to the people in gathering them together at a particular place and making it to be a very larger one? These all, if you study carefully, then you can understand what is the meaning or importance of studying about mobilization and organization. So, when I talk about the incident which happened in Nepal, as you all know, in Nepal, the people fought for restoration of democracy. So when the restoration of democracy was to be installed, when democracy has to be reinstalled in the nation, the party which took the leadership was not a single party, it was a 7-party alliance. The 7-party alliance was known as SPA. So under the leadership of SPA, the all people of Nepal gathered together to protest the actions of the king or the steps taken by the king to prevent from Nepal falling down into absolute monarchy and to restore it back to the old form of constitutional monarch and making it as a democratic setup structure in Nepal. But does all the political parties came together for this one? Do we don't have any differences in the political parties? Yes, we have a difference of in the 7 political parties we have one more party, that is Nepal Communist Party, who are influenced by the principles of Maoist ideas or Mao's principles. So in China we have a famous leader called Mao. So according to his ideas and the ideologies, the party was inspired and they took up a new political party in Nepal who do not believe in democracy in the initial years. But as the time passed on, they realized, yes, we all need to be together and fight against the common enemy and then fight for our necessary requirements within the constitutional limits. So after a year together, all the communists also joined together into the alliance and fought against the king. So finally, the king was forced to leave his absolute monarchicship and to reinstall the democratic institutions in the country of Nepal, and was also asked to have a new constituent assembly, to have a new constitution where the powers of the kings are being completely reduced and made as a constitutional monarch. And they also decided to have a clear structure of setup of rules which will not make any other further ruler to turn into a absolute monarch. So after all these things, we can understand it very clearly that in this structure of gathering the people, it would be right to say that the people were explained clearly of what is the scenario if the situations turn against them, what would be their future if they don't respond now. So this kind of motivation was initially given by political parties in Nepal. So can we conclude that the political parties always do play a major role and not the other sections of people or not the other communities of the people? It would be completely wrong. It's not the only political parties have gathered the people, have motivated the people, have brought awareness to the people. The people who are like teachers, doctors, students, elite group, all these people have decided that we also need to react for this one. So at every corner there was a positive response towards the movement. This made the movement to be a very large movement. But it is not compulsory always to have the leadership of political parties in order to have a movement of mobilization or the organization structure. Let us take the example of Bolivia. In Bolivia, we have seen water war. The water war happened at the city called Cochabamba. In the city of Cochabamba, here also we have the teachers, the doctors, the students and the allied group, and also the homeless people. This is an additional people who gathered here are homeless people. Let us call them as poor people who cannot afford to pay to buy water. So all these people have gathered or like know practically the situation, what would be their practical life if they are ready to accept this kind of changes. And next we also have a group called Fedacor. This group of Fedacor took the leadership or the initiation to motivate the people in regards to the issue of Bolivian water war in Cochabamba. So as the issue went on further, people gathered, made the people the representatives of the companies to run away from there, forced the government to react for the situation and change the laws to the old status rather than to the new billing system. So these all steps conclude for us that in one case we have seen political parties taking the larger share in the moment, while in the other case the people themselves have taken the major role to play just under a small organization called Fedacor. But as the time passed on, in 2006, year 2006, the Fedacor organization started to get established as the Socialist Party. Socialist Party of Bolivia, which forced them to turn towards politics, or let us say that the leaders who were able to motivate the people in the moment of Bolivian water war from the organization of Fedacor were able to convince the people and turn into a major political party in Bolivia. So this kind of changes sometimes may occur, sometimes may not occur. But the ultimate point, what we need to remember here is that it's not only the political parties, it's not only the elite community, it's not only the students, it's not only the teachers. There are certain other features which make the people to participate actively and inactively. For example, some people would like to participate actively in the politics, in the movements, and would like to showcase their interest towards the nation. Those people are called active people. But the other time we have some other groups of people in the society who are busy in their regular day-to-day works and would like to contribute through inactive ways. So active people would like to come outside, do the dharnas or the movements on the stages or on the streets. But the inactive people would like to pass on the information to larger sections of people, but would not get directly involved in the momentum of that particular movement. So these all changes would finally conclude them or get to the concluding point that we have certain interest groups or the pressure groups. So the interest groups or the pressure groups would definitely play a major role. So what groups are called as interest groups? What groups are called as pressure groups?
If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel to get more videos on CBSE syllabus.